So what Rumi is trying to say here, there is a place within, even in deep sadness, where you are totally whole and complete, is what he said. Now, what is the sadness? Sadness is the missing of the other, yin and yang. The incompleteness is the sadness. Sadness means void, loneliness, whatever you call. So, whatever name you want to give it, outside you might say, no, I'm sad that somebody did not listen to me. I'm sad because my children don't give me attention. I'm sad because my parents don't take care. I'm sad because my spouse no more longer understands me. I'm sad because my house was snatched away by someone. I'm sad because I lost money. Whatever you call that sadness, you look deep into it, there is a void which you're trying to fill up from outside. That money that you missed out, because you feel that money, if it is there here, it makes you complete. Money goes, the sadness. You're not seeing the void here. So one void springs into a thousands lakhs of different kind of interpretation where you are. That is why we go and chase samsara. The very pull of the ego moving towards samsara is because it's not paying its attention here. Why Shakti is not attentive of Shiva? That is why she's running outside. Shiva's creation only. But she is experiencing Shiva in the world that she's creating. That's what we are doing. We are trying to experience the other half in whatever worldly pursuits we are doing. So if one fails, we catch the other fail, we catch the other. Constantly, we are trying to keep that thing integrated. And it will not happen until you come back to the source and understand it is happening from here. So that sadness has to be looked at as that void, which is the missing link. That emptiness within you, when you sit and meditate on that emptiness, the deep loneliness, instead of feeling scared about it, instead of feeling uncomfortable about it, instead of feeling hurt and dejected about it, I'm telling you, just change the whole scenario. You feel sad. All sadness are coming from that only, emptiness. Understand that. Whatever kind of sadness, don't go into the cause. This happened, that happened. Forget that. Come to the emotion of sadness. Become fully aware of the sadness within you. That sadness can be whatever you define it as, hurt or pain or suffering or whatever, incompleteness. Instead of defining it, go just with that emotion. Meditate on that. Deeply, when you meditate on that, you start expanding and becoming more aware, and you understand sadness as a different thing. Till now, you have not looked at it because you thought, what is there to look at the sadness? I am trying to fill up my sadness. Why should I look at sadness? I am looking at all the fill ups. I'm chasing what to do to fill this up. I'm telling now, forget the filling up. Come back to the sadness only and feel it. What are we understanding in all these days? Not escape any emotion. What I told you, tears. You feel sad, you feel like crying. Be aware, be with yourself with the crying. Be with the pain. Be with the trauma. Don't catch the person or place or thing associated with the trauma. That will come. Give up that. Because if you're catching that then you're meditating on the wrong thing. You're not meditating on the void. You are meditating on the fill up. Wrong. It will not work. It is the same old drama then, what we have been doing. Leave that, come to the emotion. Slowly disconnect with all the cause of that pain or the sadness and sit with the sadness. Embrace that sadness for the first time ever. And you'll see you'll love it. First, that rigidity, that uncomfortableness which is there to push it away, will slowly start falling away, and you'll simply be one with that sadness. You experience sadness the way it is, accept that sadness the way it is without trying to change anything. You forgive that sadness because that sadness is all the time making you compensate. You deeply forgive for all the pain it has unknowingly caused you, that sadness. It is simply a messenger of God. It is simply grace. What does Shiva say? Every suffering is Shaktipat. So, isn't this a Shaktipat? Isn't this a suffering? You look at it as the grace. It is teaching me something. It is helping me come back to my core. I look at that void, whatever that uncomfortable feeling, without resistance. I embrace it completely. I forgive it. I accept it totally. I hug it. I'm one with it. I mix with it. When you do that truly, you'll see a sensation of love emanating from that sadness. I have told this before. When you become aware of your pain, in moments when you're crying out of whatever pain, because in healing, all this happens, crying is normal. Instead of going for the reason of that crying, who made me cry, what memories, if you come to the crying and embrace it. I've told this before many times during my healing processes. I used to cry, weep, but a strange smile would break out through that crying. You can say a laughter also. It's strange. Tears flowing, you're crying, but you're smiling. You are disintegrating that pain, you are healing that pain now. When you see smile in a suffering, you are transmuting it, you're converting it. It's a very, very powerful process, but not easily anybody can do this. You're simply converting it into ananda. So that loneliness, that emptiness, you become one with it again and again. Whatever it outcomes, side effects, be it crying, frowning, sadness, depression, anxiety, forget the causes. Come exactly to that emotion. You're feeling anxious, be one with that anxiousness, embrace it. Forgive that anxiousness for all the troubles it has been creating for you. Messed up my life, disturbed my life. I forgive you. I forgive you because I see why you're coming. You're coming for good. I forgive myself for not understanding you. It's a different emotion. I forgive you for what you did to me. I forgive myself for not understanding you. Right now, I understand you. I accept you the way you are. When this happens, love flows. I love you unconditionally. The moment you love unconditionally, this anxiety or pain or loneliness or sadness, that sadness will start communicating. It will start transmuting. And suddenly that incompleteness will become whole. A completeness will be felt. You have filled up the void. You have filled up the void. And that's what Rumi is telling here. What does his word say? There is a place within, even in deep sadness, where you are totally whole and complete. You are complete here. You just have to experience that completeness by becoming one with it. This is deep inner shadow work, what we're talking about. Marrying your shadows, becoming one with your shadows, healing your shadows, loving your shadows, accepting and acknowledging your shadows. When you accept and acknowledge the shadows, you are giving respect and gratitude to Shiva, who sent that shadow, who sent that suffering, so that you may turn within and experience wholeness. That might not be very easy for everybody to do because we are mostly in the mind ego. But those who can transcend this mind ego and want to deeply go every time you have an opportunity of sadness, now there is no escape. Now you are not trying to hold on to a mantra to escape. You are not holding to a deity of prayer. You are not fleeing to a different location. You're not escaping that emptiness and filling up with more trips, more rituals, and more activities. You're simply simmering down there. And every time that happens, you're simply falling in love with it. One tip I'll give you today, which you can practice in the whole day, easy. I've told this many times before in retreats and all that. Some of them told it's brilliantly working, especially if you are in the mode of getting gloomy, the cloud of gloom for so many janmas and years of maybe trauma or abuse or misunderstood and things like that. The cloud of gloominess will be there. It might not be very easy to simply accept that cloud. But one thing you can do is forget about everything. You just turn within